friends, how's it going? It's me, Betty Jean. Today I wanted to sit down and film a little video chatting about my Sephora purchases in 2016. I picked 2016 specifically because that's the year when I really started buying from Sephora, according to my Sephora app. I was inspired to do this video because I was scrolling through my Sephora purchases. I don't know why. I can't remember why. But I was scrolling through and I was looking at my older ones and I was like, why did I buy that? Why did I buy that? Why did I buy that? And I was like, you know, it would be really fun to just kind of sit and roast myself on purchases I made, maybe just kind of reflect and see like, ooh, do I miss that? Do I still have that? Do I still use it? I don't know. I thought it would be fun. Little backstory on my makeup journey. Around probably 2012, 2013, no, probably closer to 2013, I started delving into makeup a tiny bit. I started buying like some things offline from e.l.f., like little nail polishes, lipsticks, very simple things. In 2014 is when I started getting into it a little bit more. I bought the electric palette, which was my first high-end purchase ever, but I mostly stuck to Ulta at that point. I spent a lot of time with NYX. I bought a lot of BH Cosmetics online. I delved into Urban Decay a little bit. I felt like that was the only brand apparently. 2015, kind of the same. I just stuck with Ulta, and then 2016 is when I started venturing into Sephora. I actually very vividly remember 2015 of December. I bought an OCC lip tar from one of my friends and I didn't have a Beauty Insider card, so I made that purchase and I got a Beauty Insider card to start buying from Sephora in 2017. So that is, or 2016, why am I saying 2017? 2016. How old was I even then? I guess I would have been like 22. Something like that. I'm 25 now, almost 26. So yeah, I would have been like 22-ish. I don't know. I was early 20s and shopping at Sephora for the first time. I relied heavily on things that Jaclyn Hill said. That was a huge inspiration for my purchases. So let's just scroll through what I bought in 2016 and see what happens. I really like that the Sephora app has my purchase history for in-store and online, because I thought about doing this kind of video for Ulta also when I was planning this video out, but Ulta only shows my online orders and I honestly barely made online orders my first couple years, so there really isn't anything for me to talk about, so I don't know if I'm gonna do Ulta at all. But if you guys enjoy this one, I can always go back and do my Sephora 2017, which was a lot. That was a big year. I can do 2018 and I can even do 2019, so just let me know what you guys wanna see. The first recorded purchase in Sephora in store on January 17th, 2016 was the Josie Maran Whipped Argan Oil Face Butter. I guarantee you that was a Jaclyn Hill recommendation. I know she used some of the Josie Maran products. I don't remember it. I don't remember how I felt about it. I literally forgot that product existed. I'm sure I used it because it was probably one of my only like face butters. Moisturizers is a better word, I guess. I don't recall this product at all. I mean, it's still a thing. I can still buy it right now, but I don't remember it. It has 4 stars, but I don't remember it. This next one, the very next day, apparently in store, was the First Aid Beauty Pure Skin Face Cleanser. I believe I bought this one because I wanted Zane to have a face cleanser. And I think I tried that one. I think I walked into Sephora and asked one of the employees a good recommendation for a face cleanser for my boyfriend. He's my boyfriend at the time. And I think they recommended that one. I don't recall if he cared about it. I'm sure he used it. I don't think he threw it away. And I know it's not still with us, so I'm sure he used it, but obviously we didn't care about it enough to repurchase it. It's still available. You'll have to let me know if that's a good cleanser or not. The next one on February 4th is the Makeup Forever Step 1 Skin Equalizing Primer, the Smoothing Primer. Who remembers that one from Jaclyn Hill? That was like in every video. Of course I bought it off of her recommendation. I'm sure I used it. I don't feel like that's a product I necessarily would have purchased now at all, especially being $37. That's so pricey. I did not make much money. I don't know how I afforded this stuff. I guess I just really wanted the best of the best, and Jaclyn Hill only promoted the best of the best, right? Yeah, I used it. I'm pretty sure I bought a second one at some point in my life. Maybe I only had the one. I can't quite remember. Not something I would ever buy again. It is still available. It only has 3 stars. It's only okay. I think that's what I would agree with as well. Now on February 15th is the Peter Thomas Roth Irish Moor Mud Purifying Black Mask. I really liked this mask. It made my skin feel very cleansed, very, I don't know. like a clean slate ready for the next day kind of thing. I don't purchase from a lot of these brands anymore because I wasn't cruelty free at this time. I should have said that in the beginning. There are some non-cruelty free brands on this list because I didn't really start working into cruelty free until probably 2017. I would say, I think 2017 was the year I started that. So there are plenty of things on this list for 2016 that weren't. Peter Thomas Roth is not, but I wish they were because I missed this mask. It was a good mask. Loved it. 60 bucks is expensive. I know I had to save for that one. I don't even know where that recommendation came from. I can't remember a specific YouTuber recommending it. Maybe I just, on my own accord, went and bought something. Next, on February 25th, I bought the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Powder Duo in the shade Ebony. I loved brow powder. That was like my brow product at the time. Now I strictly use just a tinted brow gel. I can't see going back to a powder. Pomade was my thing for a while. I feel like I'd be more likely to switch back to pomade over powder. I don't remember what possessed me to buy this product specifically, but I remember really enjoying it. I used it for a long time. Next, on March 12th, I bought the Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder. This must have been my first time purchasing it. I know I went through a few of these. I loved that powder. I don't think I would love it as much anymore on top of the fact that they're not cruelty-free. I don't know. I remember towards the end thinking it was a little too heavy, and I just can't see anything replacing my Milk Makeup Blur Setting Powder at this point, but that was my first time buying that one. This next one is so random. I remember cracking up when I saw this when I was scrolling through the other day. This was purchased, well, I guess I made a bigger purchase. This next set of things were purchased on April 4th. I bought the Tarte C Aqua Sealer Concealer. I don't know why. I literally did not see any reviews. I didn't see anyone talking about it. I think I was literally just like browsing through Sephora and thought, let me try this concealer. I literally don't know what possessed me to pick that up. It only has 3 stars. It's still available, $26. It's not the most expensive high-end concealer, but it's definitely not like cheap. I know I used it, but I don't think it was anything that special. Obviously, I didn't repurchase it, and I would never think to buy that again. I remember it being a little more watery of a concealer. It blended nicely, from what I can remember. But I don't know why I bought that. It's so funny. Same day, also bought a Philosophy Purity Cleanser. I missed that cleanser. Philosophy needs to be cruelty-free so I can have that cleanser again. I went through so many of those. I guarantee this was not my first time buying it. I probably bought it at Ulta before I bought it here. Oh, but I love that cleanser. And I also that same day bought the Becca Aqua Luminous Perfecting Foundation. I've gone through a couple of those. I really enjoy it. At the time, I bought the shade Light, which was a little too dark for me, but I just tried to make it work. But I actually have one in my drawer now. I think I'm on my 3rd one. I really like that foundation. It's more of a, I'd say light to maybe medium if you build it up kind of foundation. It's a bit liquidy and I really like it. It's very comfortable on my skin. Next, on April 13th, I bought a Sephora Master Cleanse Daily Brush Cleanser. It's actually on sale for $5, but it's also no longer available. I don't know why it says that. That's so funny. I don't think I liked it. I remember it being a little, like leaving a little bit of a residue on my brushes. It didn't do what I thought it would do. Wasn't the most expensive purchase in the world, but definitely not something I was happy about. These next 2 lip products were purchased on April 29th. I got the Anastasia liquid lipstick in Catnip, which is no longer available. I remember liking the color, but I loathe that liquid lipstick formula. It is so drying on me. It's not good. And I also bought a Too Faced Melted Matte Liquefied Matte Lipstick in the color Feelin' Myself. It's a matte soft peachy pink. That's another one. For one, that color was way too peachy for me. I don't like overly peachy lips on myself. I feel like it just doesn't look right with my, I don't know, everything. I love peachy eyeshadow, love peachy hair, peachy clothes, peachy lips, not for me. And on top of the fact that's not my favorite formula, I remember it being quite dry, a little bit crumbly, didn't last very well throughout the day. So that was a miss. These next 2 were purchased on May 13th. This is the Urban Decay Naked Skin Color Correcting in the color pink. It's like a brightener for your under eyes. I bought it for $29. It's still available, and I remember using it, but I remember thinking, I don't know what this is really doing for me. I did notice like a huge difference with it. I'm sure Jaclyn Hill probably talked about it and I bought it, but definitely not a purchase I needed to have. And I also that same day bought a Kat Von D tattoo liner in Trooper. That sure that old black eyeliner everybody loved that nobody's using anymore because we don't use Kat Von D anymore. I remember loving it. That may have been my first time buying it, but that was my favorite eyeliner for a little while. After some time, I discovered the Stila Stay All Day Waterproof Liner, which I still love, but then after that I discovered the NYX Epic Ink, which I also adore, and it's way cheaper. So that's where I am now. On June 3rd, I bought a pair of Sephora Collection false eyelashes in the type Regal. They're not available anymore. They were just $10 lashes. Very small, nothing special. I probably didn't like them because I also didn't know how to use lashes back then, so I probably struggled. On June 29th, I bought a Kat Von D lipstick in Witches. I remember really liking that liquid lipstick. No, wait, no, I take it back. I never owned that one. I bought that one for a friend for her birthday. Because I was about to say, did that one crumble? Because I remember some of her darker ones crumbled. No, I never owned that one. I bought that one as a birthday gift for a friend, and I think she loved it. On June 30th, the very next day, I bought another Purity Cleanser, and I also bought a Sephora Solid Brush Cleaner. I loved that brush cleaner. It was super nice. You just swirled your brush in it, used your water, all that good stuff. It got my brushes nice and clean. They stayed really soft. I would love for the Sephora brand itself to be cruelty-free again so I could have that brush cleaner. On July 6th, ooh, day before my birthday, what did I treat myself to? One eye pencil. I bought the Makeup Forever Aqua XL eye pencil in I-24. It was like a blue color. Again, I don't use them anymore. I must have decluttered it during my cruelty-free phasing out. I just decided to stop using that one. I probably gave it to a friend or threw it away since it's in direct contact with my eyeball. I remember liking it, but I don't think I would ever buy like these pencils again because $21 is expensive for a pencil. On July 15th, I bought a Becca Backlight Priming Filter. Definitely a Jaclyn Hill recommendation, but I did love that primer. I went through probably 2 or 3 of them, and I bought another Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder. On November 7th, I bought the Bare Minerals Bare Pro Performance Wear Pressed Foundation. I totally forgot I owned that. I know I used it. I don't remember my thoughts though. Obviously I used it enough, but it's definitely not something I would purchase again. I'm not like a huge powder foundation kind of person. That's just not something I'm interested in really venturing into. But cool, I guess I was compelled to try it in 2016. I also bought another brush cleaner. Oh, I skipped a date. On August 10th, I bought a Buxom Full-On Plumping Lip Cream in White Russian. I actually rediscovered that during my gloss declutter, and now it's grossing me out that that is almost 4 years old. Well, like 3.5 years old. That's pretty gross. I don't know if I should keep that gloss anymore. I might need to toss that. That's pretty old. On November 7th also, I made, guess, 2 purchases in the same day. Oh, no, I know what it is. I made an in-store purchase for that Bare Minerals and brush cleaner, and then later that night Zane ordered online for me a present. He got me the Kat Von D Metal Matte Eyeshadow Palette, and I remember not liking it. Even in the very beginning I was just kind of like, it's okay, it's mediocre. The mattes were very sheer, they required quite a lot of building up, and the metallics were just not what I wanted them to be. Even back then I wanted my shimmers to have a little bit more punch, and that one just fell very flat, and I remember being quite disappointed. On November 11th, I got my Rouge renewal gift. So that was my first time hitting Rouge. I got a little mini NARS blush. I can't remember if I cared about it. I obviously don't have it anymore. And I purchased another Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder. I feel like I went through those really quick. Oh no, I guess every like 4 or 5 months, that's pretty average. And then on December 12th, I got an Anastasia Brow Wiz in medium brown. I didn't like it. I'm not a brow pencil person. I never have been. I don't think I ever will be. I just can't make them work for me the way other people do, and I'm not really interested in trying to learn. Brow pencils are just not my thing. And then this one cracks me up. I bought another one of those Makeup Forever Step 1 primers. I got the mattifying one. Who was I? This must have been like peak time when matte skin was all the rage, because I can't see ever wanting a matte one. It even literally says for oily skin. I've never had oily skin. I've always had dried. It's normal to dry now. Back then I would consider it more dry. Why did I buy that? I have no clue what possessed me to buy that one. And then the last thing for 2016 was I used a 500-point reward for this Peter Thomas Roth Ultimate Aging Must-Haves with a bunch of little masks. And I also got this Dr. Jart Water Replenishment Cotton Sheet Mask. I don't remember that mask. It's not even a thing anyways, it's out of stock. Anyways, yeah, that was my Sephora journey in 2016. I would love to hear what you think about my makeup taste back then. I feel like it's very much I don't know. I didn't go ham. I definitely hit rouge, so that's $1,000 in a year. Don't get me wrong, I spent $1,000 on makeup when I probably did not have that to spend. I mean, I obviously did. I didn't use credit cards or anything. I obviously used all of my extra money on makeup, but I feel like I bought a lot of just essentials. I bought a lot of base products. I bought brow stuff, concealer, powders. I didn't really get very adventurous with things. I didn't buy any like fancy palettes. I got that one palette as a gift. I bought one eye pencil. Honestly, like, I spent a lot of money, but everything was quite boring. I bought a lot of cleansers. I bought a lot of brush cleaner. It's such an odd amount of purchases, and it's crazy that all of that adds up to $1,000 because it doesn't seem like that much stuff, but I definitely hit rouge because I got the rouge reward. That's wild. Anyways, you are welcome to roast me on my old purchases. Most of these are things I would never try again because they aren't cruelty-free, on top of the fact that I'm just not interested. 2016 Betty Jean was a vastly different human than I am now. If you enjoyed this video, let me know. I will be happy to do one chatting about 2017. Like I said, 2017 has a lot of stuff. Like, there are a lot of things for 2017. I'm still scrolling in 2017. There's a lot of things, so if you want to hear me chat about that, let me know. I ventured into a lot more different kinds of things then. If you liked this video, leave me a dessert emoji, something sweet. And if you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you're not already, please hop over to my Instagram. It's beautbean. Follow me there. I post every single day. And don't forget to subscribe. I'm posting most days here as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Okay, bye.